off there inside of Lumen Field in the Soto district of Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers, has us set to get started. Off we go from Lumen Field. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can...
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Boye Mafe getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Purdy. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
4th down, it's Purdy. Open man left side, he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Not only did they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Purdy to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
7-yard loss.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. The ball's out. But fortunately, one of his teammates able to get on it, and the Niners retain possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This a 44-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
At the 34-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Walker. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll go with the sneak, and he will have the Seahawks first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Seattle.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They run with Walker. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
the play fake. It's Darnold. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. We'll try and run it with Walker. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 20.
20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Again in the air for Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, 49ers.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
To the pylon, he's in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the 49ers are out to a 10-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now Darnold. That's complete on the tight end screen. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's a gain of 15
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
3rd down, 3 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
14 yards.
First catch there for Cup, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Darnold to throw again. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage. but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
That's another Seahawks.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. In this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game.
Backhand index pointing left, full game left. Planet orange purple ring, American football, had orange whistling. Backhand index pointing left, full game left. Planet orange purple ring, American football, had orange whistling.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for. It's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for you. Right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
Backhand index pointing left, full game left. Hard red penalty, hard red penalty, hard red penalty. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game left. Hard red penalty, hard red penalty, hard red penalty. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game left. Hard red penalty, hard red penalty, hard red penalty. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game left. Text green game over. Text green game over. Text
Really
green
nice
game
job
over.
settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 10-7. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. They'll send a tight end in motion. Play action. Here's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. To throw, Purdy. The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Here's Purdy again. That's taken in by Jennings. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big-time play for the Niners. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They'll come up here first and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 15-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Purdy going to put it up again. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Back to the air again is Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will get out in front 17-7.
Seahawks 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard
Really nice
line.
job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On play action, here's Darnold. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Darnold to throw on 1st down, and that ball incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold again. Forced out left. Still trying to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Michael Dixon now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Niners offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
3rd down, they need 5. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Tunges, the tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, 49ers.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. That is caught. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line.
And the 49ers.
That is a big gain for the 49ers. 45 yards. First and 10. To throw once more, it's Purdy. Now, a short one caught by Tonjes. And the Niners are going to have it first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal, San Francisco.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here comes the jet sweep. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. That his second touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the 49ers up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Seahawks 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
14 yards.
Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. The throw on the run is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 8. They'll go play action with Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks.
It's been a rough first
Now,
down.
Kyle Shanahan not happy with that last call, and he's going to put out that red challenge
Previous
flag.
play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw again is Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 3. Darnold to the air once more. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Here's second and 6. They'll run here with Walker. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third down and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Here's a designed run. A short game down to the 7.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Here's a jet sweep with Puck. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks back within 10. It's now 24-14. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Tyrese Knight on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing, Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Darnold to throw again. He's going to run it, and he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Seahawks. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Now the point after try from Myers. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks cut the lead to 3, 24-21.
Seahawks 21.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. 49ers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion to the left. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. This pass left side, caught by Tonjes. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
First down, San Francisco.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of
the Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Second down, they need 3. To throw is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
He'll go play action, Purdy, and he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
To throw once more, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Shaheed now to return it. He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Darnold to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
First down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Seattle.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's JSN. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he will get into the end zone. Robbie Oots. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage.
Seahawks 28, 49ers 24.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll send a tight end in motion. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. He takes off. And he'll avoid the contact. Sliding down, pick up 6. And it'll be 3rd down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Third and short. Purdy. Open man is Hodges, the tight end. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And a 49er 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
3rd down. Purdy. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jake Tonjes. Touchdown, San Francisco.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Seahawks 28.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A gain there of 15. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Seattle.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Walker. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Locke. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Locke. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
There's a short one taken in by Barner.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will tie the game here in the 3rd quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Throwing on first down is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Well, Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll go play action with Darnold. For the middle, it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He's brought down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Gain of a yard. That's another Seahawks first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's Darnold. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Now he takes off. And he'll give himself up here. So that's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
That play had sack written all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now a run with Charbonnet. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Seattle.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On the handoff, this is Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
49-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. A.J. Barner, touchdown Seahawks. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 31.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The 49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He was taken down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's Saul, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 20.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Off the play fake, Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and 10. Here's Purdy again. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Again in the air for Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He pulls it in around the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he will score. Game on. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 7.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
They'll run here with Walker. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
To throw is Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
First down. First and 10.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert. Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
On second down, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, 49ers. 12
yards. And a 49er first down. First and 10 at the 49.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Back to throw, Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
They'll come up now for second down. He'll get this out wide, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
The 12s making noise in Seattle before third down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Walker. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's taken down.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Darnold to the air once more. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were 1 stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
Purdy down to a knee. That should be the final snap of this game. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.